Hello students. Today I am going to teach you about non-neoplastic lesion of thyroid and thyroid tumors. Thyroid basically it is a butterfly shaped gland which is also called as Adam's apple. The entire gland normally weighs around 15 to 30 grams and each roughly conical lobe measuring approximately 4 into 3 into 2 centimeter. Now this thyroid gland secretes hormones which is T3, T4 which helps to act throughout the body, influencing the metabolism, growth and development and the body temperature. This is the normal thyroid do. Now what is the normal anatomy of the thyroid? So it will be there anteriorly, okay, where here you can see the larynx and the trachea. So anterior to that there is a lobe which is a butterfly shape, that is a thyroid gland, okay, below the level of cricoid cartilage. Here you can see the picture, right? Now if you will see, do the FNSC, that is fine needle aspiration cytology. So this bluish color one, okay, they are called as the follicles, okay. So these are the follicle which has been arranged in a follicular pattern and they have a round nucleus and a cytoplasm, okay. Now if you will see the histology of the thyroid, so this pinkish color is the colloid which is in between and it is lined by the flattened to columnar epithelium, okay. So this is what I told you it is, okay, normal resting thyroid. Now whenever there is any thyroid lesion, how you will evaluate the patient? First you will see the history of the patient, the clinical examination, the thyroid profile. In thyroid profile the most important one are the three: TSH, T3 and T4. Radioiodine scanning, in which there are two types: hot nodule and the cold nodule. The hot nodule mostly will be for the benign condition and the cold nodule will be for the neoplasm. Now we will go to further today's topic, that what are the lesions of the thyroid. So they are divided into non-neoplastic and the neoplastic. The non-neoplastic is further divided into non-inflammatory and the inflammatory, and the neoplastic is divided into benign and malignant, okay. So what are the non-inflammatory non-neoplastic lesions? So they are diffuse goiter, diffuse toxic goiter, multinodular goiter, okay. And if it is an inflammatory lesions, then it is Hashimoto's thyroiditis, or it is also called as autoimmune, subacute granulomatous thyroiditis, subacute lymphocytic thyroiditis, Riedel's thyroiditis and acute suppurative thyroiditis. Mostly the acute suppurative thyroiditis is mostly because of the any bacterial or any infection like that. If it is a non-neoplastic, that is a benign, which will do is adenoma. There are two types: follicular adenoma and Hürthle cell adenoma. If it is a malignant lesion, then it is papillary carcinoma, which is the most common one, follicular carcinoma, Hürthle cell carcinoma, medullary carcinoma, anaplastic carcinoma, insular carcinoma and undifferentiated carcinoma. Now whenever we will deal with the thyroid disease, we will come across a term which is called as hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism and euthyroidism. What is mean by that? Okay, so hyper, anything which is hyper, that is hyper means the T3, T4 level are high and TSH either will be low or normal, okay. So that is hyperthyroidism, in which the thyroid is secreting enough or more amount of T3, T4. That's why it is called as hyperthyroidism. Now in that the disease will fall is Graves' disease, toxic adenoma, TSH secreting pituitary tumor and thyroid carcinoma. Now what are the symptoms whenever the patient has hyperthyroidism? So they have heat intolerance, tachycardia, weight loss, weakness, emotional liability and tremors, okay. If it is a hypothyroidism, hypo, that means the T3, T4 level are low in the particular patient, but TSH can either be high or normal depending upon the etiology. So if it is a primary, that is called as iatrogenic, secondary, that is because of pituitary disorders, and tertiary because of hypothalamic dysfunction. So what are the symptoms of that? they have hoarseness, they have cold sensitivity, that means they ज़्यादा कोल्ड वो नहीं सहन कर पाते, ठीक है. ड्राई स्किन, कॉन्स्टिपेशन, ब्रेडिकार्डिया, मसल वीकनेस, myxedema and stupor. If it is a euthyroid, that is the T3, T4 and TSH level are within the normal limits, but still the disease will occur. So there will be goiter, thyroid adenoma, thyroid carcinoma. Now we will discuss one by one in brief. Okay, so first one is diffused and multinodular goiter, which is type of non-inflammatory, non-neoplastic lesion of thyroid. Okay, it is also called as nodular hyperplasia. It will be of two types, endemic and sporadic, and it will be mostly due to iodine deficiency. Okay, and if it is a sporadic, they are rare. Okay, that means endemic, that means because there are mountainers, okay, or in the particular mountainous area where the iodine level is low, the goiter chances is more. Okay, they are in mostly in the young females, and they have two stages: hypoplastic stage and involutionary stage. If there is a repeated attack of the hyponodular hyperplasia, it will become multinodular. Normally it will be nodular diffuse type, but it become more nodular. They are large swelling which may cause dysphagia, that is difficulty in eating, airway obstruction. And if you will see the microscopy of the goiter, they have follicular epithelium which is flattened and cuboidal, and the colloid is abundant. This will be mostly in the involutionary stage. The hypoplastic stage is mostly they have a similar picture that of Graves' disease. Okay, now you can see the picture. Two pictures are there. The first one is the gross appearance of thyroid, which is of multinodular. You can see एक एकदम ब्राउनिश कलर का है, फिर एक येलोइश कलर का है. ओके, एंड द होल जैसा है, दैट आर द नोड्यूल्स. Okay, so 1 2 3 4, there are 4 nodules is present in a particular thyroid gland. Okay, that is a cut section. उसको कट किया है, उसके बाद देखा है थायराइड को. And the microscopy you can see, sorry, here there is abundant colloid, and you can see there is abundant colloid and the epithelium is almost flattened. Okay, and उसके दूसरे side, on the left hand side, it is a normal thyroid. Okay, and the right hand side you can see the abundant colloid and the epithelium. It is multinodular goiter. Now the second one is a Graves' disease. Okay, it is common. It will mostly be there in the female which have autoimmune disorders. Around age is 20 to 40 years, and they will present with three triad. Triad means three things together. That is hyperthyroidism. They will have exophthalmos, that means protruding of the eyes, and pretibial myxedema. Okay, auto antibodies will be present for the TSH receptors, thyroid peroxisome and thyroglobulin. In the microscopy you will see the follicles are markedly hypoplastic with prominent papillary enfoldings. Okay, this picture can sometimes be there in the hypoplastic stage of multinodular goiter also. Okay, but they have scalloping of the borders and scanty colloid. Okay, and it will be pale. Okay, the multinodular, they have eosinophilic colloid. Fine. So here you can see the picture which have, you can see swollen and hyperemic. Hyperemic means thoda reddish jaisa hai. There is reddish type of hyperemic colloid, and the histology you will see there is a papillary enfolding and pale looking type of colloid is present, and papillary means ऐसे बाहर आ रहा है उसका epithelium. ठीक है. Another one is the Hashimoto's thyroiditis. The females will have more common, and around 45 to 65 years of age. They have autoimmune disorders along with that, and anti-thyroglobulin antibody will be present. Okay, it will be diffuse form goiter, and initially they have hypothyroidism, then they will become euthyroidism, and then further if there is not been anybody treated, then it will become hypothyroidism. Okay, and it will have the high risk of B cell lymphoma, so the precaution has to be taken for Hashimoto's thyroiditis patient. Microscopically, you will see the two main abnormalities. One is the lymphocytic infiltration of the stroma forming the germinal center, and oxyphilic. Oxyphilic means pinkish color ka change of the follicular cell. Normally it is like bluish color. Oxyphilic become pinkish type. Okay. Thyroid follicle will be small and atrophic. Here you can see the how the Hashimoto thyroiditis thyroid look. Okay, and here you can see on the right hand side pink color का जो सब है, they all are oxophilic changes. Okay, and बाकी if you will see ऐसे गोल गोल जैसा है, ठीक है, that is lymphoid follicles. Germinal center में lymphoid follicles हैं. So it is typical picture of lymphocytic infiltration in this stroma and this oxyphilic change which will be there in the Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Now we will go for the there are many other thyroiditis which is not been that important for you. Okay, so we will go for the adenoma, that is neoplastic lesion, but first one will be the benign. Benign में follicular आएगा and another one will be Hürthle cell. Hürthle cell, they have Hürthle cell type of them, that is oxyphilic change will be present. Follicular adenoma, it will be 20 to 50 years of age. Clinically they have solitary thyroid nodule. It will be well capsulated, around 1 to 10 centimeter in size, and the gross is homogeneous tan cut surface. Okay, and it will be just like large multinodular goiter. They have compact follicle, and in center hemorrhage and necrosis can be present, and they have compressed normal gland. Okay, so they have capsulated, and another side of the thyroid gland you can see the compressed normal gland. They have variety of pattern, that is either there is normofollicular, macrofollicular, microfollicular, or trabecular or solid. Follicular adenoma of thyroid, here you can see the picture. Here there is tannish homogeneous tan like appearance and well capsulated, means here जो बाहर की जो outer lining है, there is a capsule. You can visualize the capsule, and here there are follicular pattern में you can see the cells are arranged. Okay, now we will go for the malignant lesion. Most common is the papillary one. Okay, but as follicular adenoma bola, now we will go with follicular carcinoma. When it will become the invasive, it will be called the carcinoma. Whereas adenoma, they are capsulated. Here it will be invasive. Invasive may be two type: minimal invasive or widely invasive. Women of older age, 50 years of age, diagnosis will mostly depends on presence of invasion of capsule, blood vessel, or adjacent thyroid. They will have well formed follicles, predominantly solid growth will be there, and it will be depending on the degree of invasion. It is divided into two types: minimal invasive and widely invasive. Here you can see the follicular carcinoma. Okay, here you cannot see the capsule because it is the higher magnification, but here you can see the follicular pattern is still being maintained, but it is invasive type. Now the most common type, as I told, it is a papillary carcinoma. 70 to 80% of thyroid tumors, they have papillary type. Idiopathic radiation can be the cause. Okay, female has greater significance incidence, and mostly it is of 20 to 40 years. Multifocality is common. That means if one thyroid lobe has one lesion, it can be a possibility that another lobe too have the same, or only the one lobe have different focal type of tumor can be present. TSH level are high and tumor is TSH dependent. Microscopically you can see the complex branching papillary fold will be there, which is been randomly oriented. Stroma is edematous and hyaline. The characteristic features is a nuclear feature which have Samoma bodies. Okay, and the nuclear is called as orphan Annie nuclei. Okay, so here you can see पूरा पेपिले जैसा फॉर्मेशन है. ठीक है, पेपिले मतलब जैसे हम कुछ भी धनिया वनिया खाते हैं उसका कैसा ग्रोथ होता है, द सिमिलर वे दे हैव पेपिलरी पैटर्न, एंड द न्यूक्लियस विच इज ब्लूइश इन कलर, दे आर लाइक एकदम just rim of nucleus is there. Okay, सेंटर वाला पूरा खाली है, that is called as orphan any nuclei and it has been protruding out. If some old, if a young lady, okay, orphanage में because of lack of nutrition, they don't have nutrition, so their eyes will be out. The similar way you here you can see that. The next one is the medullary carcinoma, the third carcinoma. It have 5 to 10% cases will be there which have thyroid cancer. The malignancy which will involve here, it up to now, the follicular and the papillary, they are the tumors of follicular type. Here they are parafollicular, uske आजू बाजू, or it is C cell which is derived from the neural crest, and it is mostly associated with the secretion of biologic marker which is called as calcitonin. Medullary carcinoma can occur in sporadic form or as a part of MEN2A or 2B. If the microscopically here you can see there is a solid proliferation of round polygonal cell with highly vascular stroma, hyalinized colloid and amyloid. Okay, the amyloid is a feature if it is there in the thyroid, then mostly it will be the, most of them it will be only medullary carcinoma, and they will also have the coarse calcification as that we saw in the papillary carcinoma. They have calcification which is called as Samoma bodies, and here there is a coarse calcification. See the pinkish cytoplasm wala jo dikh raha hai, they that is the amyloid. Okay, and the cells which you are looking at, okay, so they are large round to polygonal type of cells which is there in the medullary carcinoma. Now the last two one are the anaplastic and the poorly differentiated, or is also called as insular carcinoma. It is occurring mostly in the older age group. It is grossly only, it is invasive type. There is a nesting pattern of growth, solid to microfollicular type of arrangement, or it will be small uniform tumor cells will be there, and the thing which is there is the fresh tumor necrosis in peritheliomatoous pattern. Okay, and IHC it is required, it will be there. IHC actually is required in most of the time for the confirmation. Okay, but if as it is a poorly differentiated, you cannot differentiate whether it is from the thyroid gland or another. Whereas the follicular carcinoma, papillary, medullary, they have their features which suggest that okay, it is from the thyroid gland. Okay, so here the IHC come into role, in which it will be reactivity will be present for the thyroglobulin TTF1, but it will not be there for calcitonin. Calcitonin का इसमें positive है, it will be positive for the medullary. It is not positive for poorly differentiated carcinoma because वो भी follicular में से ही आएगा. ठीक है. The last one is the anaplastic carcinoma. It is also undifferentiated thyroid carcinoma, which will be rapidly growing, and that is also present in the elderly. Okay, the papillary one, it will be there in the young or 20 to 40 year age, but the last two, which is more bad prognosis wala, that is poorly differentiated anaplastic, that is mostly occurring in the elderly group. Okay, and it is less than 1%. And presentation where will be rapidly growing mass, hoarseness, dysphagia, dyspnea, and usually there is an extrathyroidal extension. It will be of two types, squamoid or sarcomatoid. So that's about the thyroid lesion, both malignant and the non-neoplastic. Okay, this much you should know. It is a type of basic thing that this you should know it. Okay, thank you.